And now, Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. I am your host, Donnie C. And with me, as always, my good friend Dave. Dave, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I hope you had a happy Halloween last week. How was your Halloween?
It was good. My daughter went out a different area of town. She brought home a shit ton of candy.
Did she?
She dumped it on the table because I go through everything to make sure what we're going to keep and what, the garbage candy, keep the good shit. And I'm like, we're going to have to donate some of this stuff to somebody because it's way too much in my house. I don't need it.
There's kids that don't get the trick or treat or anything else, orphanages and different homes and stuff like that. If you can, give back to them, especially if you've got too much of something. Yeah. They're always looking for help. So always look out and reach out for somebody like that because they're always in need. And it's always good to give somebody a helping hand.
That's right.
My house was... At first, it was nothing. I was like, uh-oh, we got too much candy.
Yeah.
And then it ramped up, and then it dropped. And then it was like sporadic like this. It was like, 10 kids, no kids. 4 kids, no kids. 8 kids, no kids. And it was like, oh my God, it just kept coming in groups. Yeah. And we ended up having, with all the candy, I started out strong, giving out 2 or 3 at a time, because they were the fun sizes. And you know the fun size. So I give 2 or 3 away at a time.
Right.
But then... right after that, I started running low on bags. I'm like, oh, I gotta just do.
Now everybody gets one.
Everybody's getting one fun size. I'm sorry, but it ended up. I rationed to the point where we had almost 20 pieces of candy left, and that was it. So I was like, that's perfect. That's a win. I'll take that.
Yeah, we've had. I think the success because I drove to pick up my kid. And there was a ton of people out. I think just because we're having like an extended like summer here, it was 80 degrees and it was a beautiful night, so everybody was out doing it. So
okay, all right, yeah. No, my oldest son, he's 28, and he actually called me up and he's like, "Hey, we're going out trick or treating," and he's like 15 minutes away from me. Do the kids want to come? I was like, "Sure." So it was the first year I didn't have any of my kids with me. My wife was working. I was home alone in a Cats in the Hat outfit. Like, this is just weird. Weird. But it was fun. It was good. I had one kid coming up, and there was 2 kids coming up at one time, and I heard them talking. He goes, I haven't had a good jump scare. I wish I had a jump scare. Nobody's ever going to give me a jump scare or anything. As soon as I heard it, I ran, like he turned the corner to come up my entrance, and I went, scared the crap out of him. You got jump scared.
Careful what you wish for, buddy.
Exactly. I go. That's exactly what I said to him. I said, "Did you enjoy that? Because you got what you asked for."
Yep.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Basically, what the show is me and Dave are going to bullshit like that the whole show. We have a couple of different things. Today's segment, though, we're doing the final Fist of Fury today. So today's final Fist of Fury will be the last contestant.
Right.
Whoever the winner is the last contestant for the Battle Royale of Fist of Fury, which next month, at the end of the year, we're going to have a Fist of Fury final. And we'll see who is the final competitor to win this year's Fist of Fury, our first ever Fist of Fury champion.
Well, speaking of that, let's bring up who we have real quick.
Okay.
All right. So Bruce Lee won, and then we got Jet Li, Hellraiser.
Lee.
Hellraiser Lee, yeah. The Rock,
Lee.
Doctor Strange, Wanda, and Voltron. So who doesn't belong? Voltron. But hey, he was
whatever.
So we will find out today.
Yeah.
Who the 8th one is.
Final is.
And then, yes, all right. Next month we'll do the finale.
Okay, very good. And then we're also going to answer some of your questions. How do you get your questions into me? Well, it's very simple. We have an email address, Dave, shootingitstraightwdc at gmail.com. You know it. Do the people at home know it? Do you guys know it? If not, there it is. Send in your questions. We want your questions. I think Dave's running a little dry in questions, so we can do some more questions. Mm-hmm. So if you can, send in your questions, and then Dave asks me the questions while we're recording live. I have no time to think about an answer outside of the moment that he tells me, and I come up with an answer like that. And that's it. It's ad-lib the whole way, so it's a lot of fun for me. You never know where it's going to go, and some days it goes astray real fast. Mm-hmm. Those are my favorite shows.
Yep.
Those are my favorite shows when they just out of nowhere they just boom and we land somewhere.
Yeah. And then on a side note, in 2 weeks, be prepared for the special 100th episode that me and you are trying to put together.
Yes, so we got a bunch of surprises for that. So we're hoping to get a whole bunch of things going on for that. So it's going to be our 100th episode. I can't believe it, Dave. Thank you. 100 episodes.
Yeah, we did. I believe that we've done this for so long. We've already hit 100, not released, but we've already hit it. But like, as I'm, I got the spreadsheet and I'm putting them all down there and I'm like, holy shit. We've been doing this for a while.
We've been doing this for 2 years, about 2 years. It's what is it, a year and 8 months or so like that, something like that. It's almost 2 years now. And it's a lot of fun. I love doing this, and I appreciate everybody. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate everybody who watches, who listens, who hangs out with us, who gives us some support or critiques or anything else, feedback, and I love it. I love it being with the groups and talking to everybody and having fun with it. So thank you everybody for allowing us to entertain you for 100 episodes and continuing. How'd you like that word?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I make them up as I go. It's like my answers. And continuing to make more for everybody. So, all right. Well, without further ado, let's go to the shooting range.
Let's get in there.
Welcome to the shooting range.
Alrighty. So we're going to change it up a little bit with the questions. They're going to be more of a would you rather type of questions for you, sir.
A little different. Throw me a curveball.
That's right.
I was at a baseball game last night. I saw some of them hit those things. Let's go. It was a prospect league.
Okay.
I went. My cousins who's on the Fantasy Pros, they have a thing that they have that they're doing out in Arizona right now. It's called First Pitch. And so I was invited to it. Cousin Donnie's allowed to go to those things now.
Oh, nice.
And
look at you.
So I went there and I was hanging out with a bunch of the guys that I've only seen and communicated with over YouTube and stuff like that. But Dave, when I tell you it's a different world for me, me and you, we can talk general sports.
I
can bullshit my way through a lot. In sports.
You were out of your league?
These cats, and these are prospects. These aren't even players that you know of. You've never even heard of these people yet, Dave. Right. They're like, oh, so-and-so's this, that, the other, and oh, he's going through this, and oh, they're having a hard time, and their injuries, and I don't even. Okay. Even I was at the point where I was like, I can't say nothing. I got nothing to say. Are they all awfully short or what?
Don, you're awfully quiet. What's the matter, buddy?
Exactly. It was weird. But it was a good time. We had a good time. So thank you everybody over there. It was nice meeting you all for the first time in person.
Alrighty, so let's get this ball rolling here.
Yes.
Let's see how you want to handle this one. Would you rather have out of control body hair or a strong, pungent body odor?
Oh, I think that one's pretty simple for me. Out of control body hair. Because I am an Italian.
You are.
And it's already close. So, and I got to be honest, out of control body hair, you can do things about that. The pungent body odor, like you spray cologne on, it's like spraying potpourri over your shit. It smells like shitty potpourri. Like, I can't imagine that would be a good smell. Like, and then you have to worry about when does it wear off, and it's that at least with the hair, you shave or you trim or do whatever. You gotta wait for it to grow back. You have a little bit of time. With that, I sprayed the shit out of cologne. I think it's wearing off. Like how many times are you gonna reapply that thing?
True.
And if it's good cologne, it's expensive.
But if you have that kind of body odor, do you actually know you have that kind of body odor?
Oh, that would be even worse. Hopefully you have some good friends that just tell you, man.
Like, look, buddy. He's like, why is everybody 6 feet away from me?
Bro,
at that time
did
anymore.
You shower today? You did? Well, you need to change your diet or something, or your underoos or something. I don't know what you're wearing or what you got going on, but you got the funk.
Alrighty. All right.
What would you pick?
I would. Well, I'm almost like you too. I'd take the hair over the smell, man.
You've got that blonde hair though. You don't see that shit.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, because the sun hits it. It's camouflage, but
transparent.
It's there. Right.
Not me. Oh look, King Kong's on the bit. Oh, that's Don. Hey Don, how you doing, buddy? Exactly.
All right. Would you rather always have an annoying song stuck in your head, or always have an itch that you can't reach?
That's a good one. I think the annoying song stuck in your head, because that you can try and get it out and then it pops back in or whatever, but you have a moment like an itch. If you can't get it, it never goes away.
Yeah.
Like you can get the song out of your head for a minute or two here or there. Mm-hmm. Something happens or whatever. You sing another song for a minute. At least that one's gone. You're singing another one, and then it'll come back.
Right.
But an itch, no, you start the whole on the door jams and everything else. How you do it? Everybody does.
Well, it's funny because I got Rickroll going on in my head here, because right before we started recording, I was going through Instagram and there was this like, Rick Astley song. That
Never gonna give you
Yeah,
up.
so now that's like stuck in my head. I'm like,
okay.
God damn it.
So would you rather have an itch right now?
Yeah, I'd rather have the itch. Okay. Yeah, the annoying song, because it stays with you. It doesn't, like, you'll find yourself like humming the stupid thing, even though you can't stand the fucking thing.
You know what song gets stuck in my head?
What's that?
La 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 la. That song, for whatever reason, every time I played it, when I had to clip the show, whenever I had like the rest of it, I'm like, why am I'm Elmo's World? God damn it! Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome. I always aim to please.
Yeah, thank you. You're best.
All right. All right. Would you rather find out your partner hates dogs, or that they cheated on their ex?
They cheated on their ex. I'd rather that. Because the dog, anybody who hates dogs, I don't understand. They just never had a good dog then.
Mm.
That's my thing. Because even my wife, she used to say she doesn't like dogs.
Right.
Now, she's a dog person.
Mm-hmm.
Because she had good dogs, good trained dogs. If you have a good dog who's trainable, there is no person in the world that I can think of that would ever say, I don't like dogs. Right. People don't like dogs that are annoying, that eat off the table, that bark or bite you or nip. Like, those are the dogs nobody likes.
Mm-hmm.
Teach your dog how to be a good dog, and everybody's going to love him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that simple.
I grew up with dogs all my life. I would have a dog now if I didn't live where I live. It's just, I'd rather...
But instead you have two pussies.
Exactly. So I got the two cats. Because I want a backyard. I want to be able to have my dog to just go roam around and stuff like that. But
I had the same situation when I lived in Jersey. When I had the townhouse, and I tried one time with the dog. It just doesn't work. I tried because I wanted my kids to have the dog and everything. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. Dogs, I mean, just doing what I do, you gotta, you have to be on edge sometimes.
Very cautious, yes.
Very cautious. But overall, I do love them.
Yeah, dogs are good. Trained dogs are great dogs. That's it. Just train your dog.
Yeah, you got your dog. I mean, I'm impressed with how both your previous dog and this one.
Thank you.
They're in line, and
they have to be.
Yeah.
That's the only way I keep a dog in my house.
Mm-hmm.
My dog either learns to listen, or it doesn't get what it wants. Like I'm not gonna. You can throw a temper tantrum, but I'm the boss.
Yeah.
Who's the boss? I'm the boss.
You're the boss.
I'm the boss. I'm the boss.
All right, we get one last one for you. Would you rather own a car with a horn that plays the YMCA, or a car with your kid's favorite cartoon character painted on the side? I
mean, I think the YMCA thing. I mean, I think that would be funny.
I would look at
if you get mad at somebody and you hit it, they cut me off. It's fun to stay at the what? No.
You'd see driving down the street, you see people start doing it.
I mean, that would be hilarious. I would love that. So I think that aspect, it would be really cool.
Yeah.
To have your kid's favorite cartoon character painted on the side, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that would be that cool. So I guess I'd have to go with the YMCA.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. It still holds up. You can still play it. Nobody's gonna look at you side eye,
That's right. And I'll put my construction hat on and play it while I'm in the car. He He must be the construction worker. I wonder where the Indian and the cowboy are.
All right, so let's do it. Let's get to Fist of Fury.
Fist of Fury, here we come.
All right. Ooh, and we're in the studio. Ooh.
I said to Dave right before the show, I said, why not do it in the dojo? It's Fists of Fury.
Yeah. I like it. I dig it.
Okay.
All right. So today's theme is going to be like sci-fi horror monsters or something.
Okay.
So.
Do I know them all?
I hope so. There may be one or two that you don't, but you should know them. Okay, I'm hoping you know them all. One I don't know because I don't know if it's kind of like a cult guy. So
God, it's one of your movies?
No, it's
all right.
When we get to it,
we'll see. We'll see. All right.
We'll start. All right, so we'll start with, hopefully you watched Stranger Things. Vecna.
I didn't watch Stranger Things, but I mean, I've seen...
Do you know who Vecna is? I'm assuming he's the main bad guy in... You don't.
To be honest, I never watched the whole season of... like, I seen parts of it, and my kids watched it, but I never... Dave, you know my schedule. I don't have time to just sit and watch these shows.
Well, this was one of the two that I thought maybe you would... I was hoping because it's very popular that you would know.
Okay.
Anyway. All right. Well, this is going to be easy for you anyway. He's going up against the Predator.
Well, what does Vecna have? Like, what is his superpower or like thing?
He runs the underworld, man.
He runs the underworld, so basically nothing. He just makes it snow everywhere. He's just a creepy looking guy who makes it look like snow everywhere. Yeah, the Predator wins. Because he's gonna hit him, he's gonna go like this, and shoot him with the laser and cut him in half or whatever. Done.
I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say
I tried doing a clicking thing that the Predator. I can't do it. I don't know. I never really tried before, and I just tried now. It didn't work.
And for the record, my daughter's gonna be absolutely pissed off because she's a Stranger Things diehard. She's seen every season a million times over. And
has she seen Predator?
No.
Well, maybe she should watch that because Predator would kick his ass.
All right, goodbye, Vecna.
Sorry, love your daughter and all, but sorry, she's wrong.
All right, so I'm hoping you watched. Did you watch A Quiet Place?
A Quiet Place, yes.
Yes. Okay, so we got the Death Angel.
Yes.
Okay, so you know what that is.
I know that one.
Thank God. Now this is what I was talking about. Pumpkinhead. He was in an old horror series.
Where the fuck are you getting these guys from? Pumpkinhead?
Pumpkinhead. He was in. It's a cult movie from back in the day.
Okay, what's Pumpkinhead's?
He's summoned he gets summoned to go kill people, but he takes your soul if you're doing that.
Does he do it quietly?
No. No.
Then he's dead.
You know what? Look at them nails, man.
I mean, okay. So let me say, okay. I mean, from the looks of it, I mean, muscle-wise, Pumpkinhead's got him.
Right. I've never seen A Quiet Place, so I have no idea.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're.
As soon as you make a sound, they're on you. Done.
Okay, but are they? Do they just?
They don't seem very smart though.
Right.
But so I guess Pumpkinhead would win.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with Pumpkinhead, even though I don't know Pumpkinhead. But because of the claws and his muscles, I think he would let those. Like if it was 1-on-1, Pumpkinhead would win.
Right.
In A Quiet Place, they usually attack multiples at a time, but.
Oh, in a group, like a pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when 1-on-1, Pumpkinhead wins.
Way to go, buddy.
Good job, Pumpkinhead.
All right, you're done. All right. Okay, so you should know these two.
Okay.
The Xenomorph or an alien. Where'd you go? Bing.
Okay.
And, whoop, that's not what I wanted to hit. And
I do know Alien.
You should know.
Sigourney Weaver was hot in those movies.
Yes, she was. My favorite, which I'm going against the Rancor from Return of the Jedi. Tell me you don't know who the Rancor is. Come on, dude.
I know I mean, I'm familiar with the Rancor. Do I remember? If you said to me in a conversation, hey, you know what I was thinking of? And you said Rancor, I would have no idea what you were talking about. Not a clue.
Remember Luke was on the pit, he falls in.
Yeah, and he has to fight this guy, and he finally gets the saber or whatever, and he cuts him, right? Isn't that how it works?
He throws the skull at the switch, and the gate comes down. And
that's what it was. The gate came down and crushed him. Right.
Okay, and then the Rancor Keeper went, cried off to the side. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if a mortal guy can kill him by throwing one thing, Alien's got him.
I mean,
Alien's going to jump on his back, and he's going to stick his mouth into its brain and just suck it out. Like, it's done.
A size difference. Yeah, okay. All right.
No, I don't listen, that guy does not impress me that much. Alien was much more agile, was very quick, was very methodical about how they attacked people and stuff like that. It wasn't just a dumb I'm gonna come at you. So yeah, your Jedi guy is gone.
See, you just did that because you don't want anybody from Star Wars being.
That's not why, Dave. I'm sorry it hurt your feelings. So now I pissed off your daughter and you, all in the same show.
I'm out of here.
Wife's favorite. Get your wife's favorite in here. I'll piss on that one too.
All right, goodbye. Rancor. All right, so this one we're gonna have fun with.
Okay. Oh no.
Have you seen Little Shop of Horror?
Yeah. A long time ago. Hey, Miss Emo.
The Audrey 2.
Okay.
Todd's right sitting there going, what the fuck did he do?
I don't even understand the fucking games we play anymore.
Versus Stripe from Gremlins.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Dave. You're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
What are you talking about?
What was his name? Stripe?
Stripe, yeah.
Okay. Did you know that stuff offhand?
He was fed after midnight. And
I know how it happened. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, right. Don't get him wet. Don't feed him after midnight.
Right. Don't put him in a blender or in a microwave.
Right. Yeah. Don't, what was the other one? It was don't get him wet. Don't feed him after midnight. There's one more rule. I can't remember what the hell it was.
I forget. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. Damn it,
Dave. It's an '80s movie. You should have been all over it.
I'm sorry.
Fuck. All right. So I mean, I think Stripe would be fast and annoying and scratch the crap out of. What's this plant's name again?
Audrey 2.
Audrey 2. But I think Audrey 2 would just eat him up. I think he would be running. He would grab him and just done. I mean, I don't think it'd be that much of a fight, to be honest.
One move? Come on.
No, 2 moves. Grab and eat.
Swallow.
Right. 2 moves. Grab and chomp.
Hey, Stripe, I tried, buddy.
No, you're out, Stripe. He's this big, Dave.
So?
He's this big.
Hey, Spud Webb in the NBA could dunk, man, and he wasn't that tall.
He was 5'3".
Do you know that for a fact?
Yeah, I believe he was. I believe he was 5'2" or 5'3", Spud Webb, yeah.
I don't have time for a Dave check, or I would call you
That's when I used to watch basketball back in the day, in the 90s. I watched basketball.
All right. Back to business. We have the Predator.
Yes.
Versus Pumpkinhead.
I'm sorry, Pumpkinhead. Predator wins.
That easy.
I think I know where this is going, and I don't like it.
I know where you're going. They made a movie about this, Don. You're making it too obvious.
I did. I know. They also made a movie about Godzilla and King Kong too, and I blew that one out of the water too.
All right. Sorry, Pumpkinhead. All right. So now, yes, we're with the Alien versus Audrey 2.
Oh my God. Alien.
What? Audrey 2 doesn't have a chance?
Not even a little bit.
Why not?
Does it?
It's a fucking puppet.
The alien can just rip it apart. It's a plant. How strong is the exoskeleton of a plant, Dave? You want to kill it? Here's an idea. Don't water it. Bring it to the desert.
Come on, man. This is a Venus flytrap on steroids, bro.
Done. Alien got it.
I tried.
Not even a chance.
So hey, did they make a movie or so about this
Shocking.
one?
I didn't see this one coming at all.
Predator versus Alien. Oh, they made video games on that too, I think.
I like the fact that they're both from the future. I like the fact that they're both from extraterrestrials, like out of space and whatnot. So I like the matchup on this, and it is a great matchup. It really is a great matchup. I don't remember Alien though. It's been a long time, but I don't remember Alien having anything that could shoot though. It can't shoot anything.
I thought he did. It was
either. Did he shoot something?
It was either on his wrist or he had a gun. He did have, did have something. Because remember, it was like that red laser would shoot out at them.
Okay, that's right. It did have. Okay, so I would have to go. Could it see in?
It could see in the dark.
Thermal?
Remember, it had that.
It had thermal also, right?
Yeah.
So even if they went invisible, they could still see each other. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's a good one. This might be controversial. I don't know, because it could go either way. And I know they made movies and video games and all this other stuff. I think Predator would win because he's more of a hunter who can adapt quicker. I think. So I think he would have the edge in battling over Alien. So I think Predator would win.
Wow, all right. So I don't know how we're gonna add him to the list, but we'll see how he does.
If Predator's going against The Rock or anything else, I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I know
Voltron versus the Predator. Who wins?
I mean, different game now.
Well, see, and that's going to be the hard part for me is how do I bracket these things?
Right, you got to match them up now
to set it up to where
Yeah.
All right, goodbye, Alien.
Fist of Fury. Well, there it is, Fist of Fury. So that's the last Fist of Fury for this round, for this year, up until the finale. Good job, Predator.
Okay.
Good job. Good job. All right. Well, I mentioned, Dave, that I went to this Gumas Nagamas,
the baseball game.
The baseball game. And I know we're going to talk about baseball in a minute. Well, let's talk about that first. Okay.
We'll talk about that first? Okay.
We'll talk about the Yankees and the Dodgers had I don't know if anybody's heard of this game called the World Series.
The World Series, yeah.
But I got to be honest. I watched some of the games, Dave. I watched some of the games, which is a rarity, but I try and watch the big stuff. I swear to Christ that the Yankees looked like my softball team at times.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's corrupt or fixed because my team didn't win. What I'm saying is the level of play that I expect to see at that level, and then to see those plays being played, I question it sometimes. It makes me. It brings it back to where people used to say it about basketball, and they're like, "There's no way," and then you find out that the refs were completely blowing it and everything else. Like
the problem with the Yankees this season. I mean, I didn't watch them religiously, but from what I've seen or heard, what happened in the World Series kind of happens in the season where their bats just went absolute cold. Right. They went through stretches where they couldn't hit for shit, and then all of a sudden they'd be knocking 10 runs here, here, and then go silent again. Now, their road to the World Series was way easy. They played a bunch of teams that really... Yeah.
Okay.
It was basically a gift into the World Series. They didn't play anybody that was that tough or anything.
Okay.
So
their defense sucked.
Yeah, so the Dodgers were their hardest opponent. Okay. And basically from what I've heard, all the Dodgers starting pitchers were on the injured list. So those guys they threw out there weren't even their starting five that they were supposed to have. So, but they had the advantage. I knew going in that they were going to get smoked. I thought it was going to be a little bit more competitive, but I thought they were going to lose.
As a Yankee fan and not knowing baseball, I knew it was going to be a tough battle for the Yankees. Just in general, I listened to my cousin's podcast and stuff like that. Like I don't know a lot about it, but I knew it was going to be tough.
Right.
With that being said, I'm still a Yankees fan. Yeah. Let's go Yankees. I don't care how tough it's going to be. They're going to win. I was like, Yankees in 6. Yankees in 6. And then they lost the first 3. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I even had my pinstripe shirt on. Like, I had a jersey. I was wearing a jersey, all puffy chest out and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, we're going to take them Friday. We're going to take them. And then I was watching. My son had a soccer game. And we're coming home. And I had the game on my phone by the play-by-plays or whatever. Yeah. And on the 9th, when they lost it, I go, I saw it coming. As soon as the bases started rallying, I go, it's over.
Yeah, it was Wednesday. I think game 6
slam on the first night.
3-4. They went 5 games, right?
They won 5 games. Yeah.
So yeah, game 5 was a Wednesday night. I get back from when I left the bowling alley, they were up 5-0. I think at that. Yeah. So at that point,
and then they had the special inning.
Yeah, I come home and I put my stuff away. I get ready for bed or whatever. I sit back down on the couch to watch the game, and I'm like, it's 5-5. What the fuck just happened?
3 errors in one inning. There was 3 errors in one inning, and even I go, are you like, no, that doesn't. That's not how this play. You're in the World Series,
right? Yeah. So, but anyway, there was a thing that happened in the crowd, and I don't know what you feel about like crowd interference but these guys were a little
aggressive.
No,
do you have it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up now.
Okay. Who's that? Mookie Betts?
That's Mookie Betts. So he goes into the crowd and
this guy's like, nope, you can't go back down yet. You can't catch the ball. And then his friend stops his hand.
What are we doing here? Pulls it out like
no catch.
Right.
No, that's not a catch.
And I guess later on the guy comes out and says, "Hey, that's my season tickets. We guard that fence or whatever." Yeah, okay, that may be, but you don't put your hand on on the players, bro.
No, I mean, that's if they were to go, here's what they needed to do. They needed to catch the fucking ball before Mookie got it.
Right. That's one thing. Right. Exactly.
If you caught the ball, you want to be a good Yankee fan? Okay, interference or whatever, but you stopped the play.
What was that kid's name? There was that one World Series where the kid reached out, grabbed the ball. It was a home run. It shouldn't have been. Yeah, I think so. But it shouldn't have been a home run.
Right, it was short.
But he caught it.
But he reached over and brought it over. They called it a home run or whatever.
Right. In that case, that's perfectly fine. But these idiots were just like, I'm gonna maul this guy and rip his arm off. That's fucking. What are you doing? Yeah. Mookie's like, hello.
Yeah. Listen, that's ridiculous. Not only is it ridiculous, but then Gronkowski, what's his first name?
Rob Gronkowski.
There
you go.
He retired too, right? Thank you. He retired from the Patriots when Tom retired.
Right.
I'm on a first name basis. That guy looks dead behind the eyes, just for the record. I know he's the GOAT and he was a great quarterback.
Right.
Nothing, bro. No, if you told me, hey, he's a serial killer, I go, I can see that. I can see it. Nothing. But anyway,
I'd love to have his bank account though. Shit.
Or his ex-wife.
There you go. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't be sorry. I'm thinking of Gazelle now. No. Not Gazelle, it's Giselle. Anyway. She's fancy. But he said that he went to college with them.
Uh-huh.
And he says, this guy 100%. Like, even in college and stuff, like, that was the kind of guy he was, that he would just try and do whatever to just make shit happen like that. Like, he would protect it. He was that hard of a diehard Yankee fan that even in college, he would, like, do shit and say things and just be like, he goes, I could totally see him doing that.
So you can't even blame it on the booze then? You know what I mean? Like,
this is who he is. This is who this guy is, he said. And I'm like, that just seems crazy.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about his own podcast, which is called Man on Man.
Yeah, I told you about that.
Was he a tight end?
He was a tight end, yes.
Not after Man on Man. Now he's a wide receiver.
Oh, I see what you did there.
That's my sports jokes, Dave.
I like it. But in sports terms, man-on-man coverage, it doesn't have anything to do with what you're implying.
In sports, but I also know what it means on the internet.
Right.
And I think that's where you find his podcast.
Right.
So I'm just saying, maybe that's not the best choice.
Right, but I could see Gronk doing that, though. You know what I mean? That double,
being man on man,
whatever. Yeah, it's a kind of funny name for Gronk. He does stupid shit sometimes.
He does do a lot of stupid shit. He does do it. I enjoy watching him because you just don't. He's like that X Factor. You just don't know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Say? Yeah,
you just never know. Put him in politics. I'm surprised he's not Trump's running mate. The two of them together. Forget it. It's ridiculous. God. That'd be amazing.
Why not? You got Hogan coming out on all these events and stuff that they have.
It's so crazy.
Might as well bring Gronk on too.
Why not? Be awesome. All right. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. If you can, check out TeePublic. We've got a bunch of different shirts and other things. You got the Shooting It Straight monkeying around. You got Out of This World. We also have Bad to the Bone. And then we have our logos with the shirts where it's either coming and going, where you got one in front and one in the back, or just one up in the front. We also have a bunch of social medias. You can check us out on all of those. We put up some of the Halloween stuff last year, or last week, I should say, not last year. It hasn't been that long yet.
No, it's been...
But I put up all my jack-o'-lanterns and things of that nature that I did in the past. So, and we go back and forth. We talk to people, and we try and have a good time. So if you can, check us out on our socials. Go to tpublic.com. Check out some of our merch. We got hats, we got mugs, pillows, the whole nine, sweatshirts, and everything else. And don't forget, Dave's looking for some questions. So send in some questions. If you got them, please send them. I want to answer them. Send your questions to shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com so you can find out what Donnie C really thinks about shooting it straight with you. Catch you guys later.
Peace, everybody.
I'd probably watch women on women, but not man on man.